In the glitzy arena of Hollywood, where every relationship is under a microscope, few stories are as enigmatic as that of Tom Cruise and his daughter, Suri. Once a darling of the tabloids, Suri's presence has dwindled, leaving fans with burning questions. Why has their relationship remained so shrouded in mystery? And what has Suri recently revealed that challenges everything we thought we knew? Buckle up, because the truth is more surprising than you might expect. In the glare of Hollywood spotlight, one question has loomed large. What happened to the relationship between Tom Cruise and his daughter, Suri? Their story, once filled with public appearances and father-daughter moments, has dwindled into a silent gap, raising eyebrows and igniting curiosity among fans. After their highly publicized split from Katie Holmes, Suri seemed to vanish from public life, stripped of the glamorous outings that once made her a staple in tabloids. It's a tale steeped in mystery. Was this a protective measure by Katie, or a complex fallout from Tom's high-profile lifestyle? Reports reveal that Suri, now a teenager, has faced the weight of expectations and scrutiny, yet she has remained largely mute about her father. Why? As insiders suggest, watching from the sidelines may have been a deliberate choice, marking an effort to carve out her own identity away from the glitz and pressure of being Tom Cruise's daughter. This silence has left fans wondering about their estrangement, but it also hints at secrets no one has dared to unveil. Speculation has abounded regarding Tom's priorities following his divorce. Was his commitment to the Church of Scientology, with its stringent practices and public image concerns, a barrier to building a father-daughter bond? The absence of communication for nearly a decade speaks volumes, but the truth remains shrouded in mystery. What could possibly lie beneath this quiet facade? Stay tuned, because what unfolds next might just change everything we believe about this estranged relationship. In a stunning move that took everyone by surprise, Suri Cruise has stepped out of the shadows to claim her voice. This isn't just any ordinary revelation. It's a bold declaration from a young woman declaring her independence. After almost a decade of silence regarding her relationship with her father, she acknowledged the media and fans have been curious about their connection, or lack thereof. Over these years, one of the most shocking truths revealed is that Suri hasn't seen Tom for nearly 10 years. This void speaks volumes, pointing toward an estrangement that raises many questions. What does this long absence signify for their bond? And why has Suri chosen now to break her silence? Fans are buzzing with speculations about her personal experiences and why reconnecting with Tom might not be as easy as it seems. Beyond the absence of phone calls or visits, is there more to the story than meets the eye? As she confidently embraces her emerging identity, Suri seems simultaneously intrigued and cautious about her father's larger-than-life persona. The connection is fraught with layers of complexity, history, and personal revelations. Suri's candor is both refreshing and shocking, suggesting that she has matured into a thoughtful young adult willing to confront her past. What happens next could reshape how we perceive her life and relationship with Tom. And one thing is already clear: this isn't just about a father and daughter. It's about breaking free from the shackles of expectation and finding her own path. Stay tuned, because what unfolded next may change everything we thought we knew about Tom and Suri's relationship. Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise's romance is one for the ages, a tale often painted with glamour and intrigue. But behind the glitz, there were challenges that would shape both their lives and those of their children. They met in 2005, and it wasn't long before the world was captivated by their whirlwind courtship. Picture this: a charming proposal on top of the Eiffel Tower, the press drooling over their fairy tale love, and fans adoring every moment of their public appearances. However, the reality was layered with complexity. Underneath the fairy tale exterior lay a deep entanglement with Scientology, a factor that would eventually create chasms in their relationship. As Katie transformed from a young starlet to Mrs. Cruise, the couple appeared to embody the perfect Hollywood duo. However, as Tom openly expressed his fervent commitment to Scientology, whispers began to circulate. As much as it was painted as a story of love, many insiders claimed that Katie felt increasingly overshadowed by the church and its stringent practices. Was she truly a partner, or was she being meticulously molded by the expectations of Tom's world? As the pressure mounted, cracks began to surface. Friends of the couple revealed that Katie started to feel trapped, perceiving her role within the marriage to be more about adhering to Scientology's standards than nurturing her own identity. As the world continued to idolize them, Katie was reportedly yearning for her autonomy, an intense battle that would eventually lead her toward a life-altering decision. Things spiraled as the couple welcomed their daughter, Suri. Initially, Katie's joy at becoming a mother shone brightly, but whispers surfaced about the child's upbringing within Scientology's confines. Stories emerged that the church exercised considerable influence over parental roles, further pushing Katie into a corner. She wanted to ensure her daughter grew up free to make her own choices, unlike the path prescribed by Scientology's rigid guidelines. In this turbulent environment, Katie made the ultimate sacrifice. The legal battle she fought was not merely about separation, but about carving out a safe world for Suri, one devoid of the control that had woven its way into their lives. In 2012, when Katie filed for divorce, the world watched, breathless. It wasn't just the end of a marriage. It marked her reclaiming her life and a future for her daughter. But the question lingers. Was their love ever destined to be? Or was it simply an intricate dance around the shadows of fame and religion? As we delve deeper into the aftermath of their relationship, it becomes clear that Katie's journey was about much more than love. It was a story of liberation in an environment crafted to keep her tightly bound. What would come next for Katie, with newfound freedom and a fierce determination to redefine her life? The answer would unfold in ways no one could have anticipated. Tom Cruise's relationship with Scientology isn't just a facet of his life. It's a dominating force that has shaped his personal and professional choices in ways most people can't imagine. As one of the church's most prominent advocates, Cruise has often found himself at the center of controversy, raising eyebrows about how this rigid belief system has influenced his family. When Katie Holmes entered his world, she quickly became an unknowing player in a life that's tightly controlled by the church and its stringent beliefs. But behind the glitz and glamour, there were whispers of discontent. Sources close to the couple have revealed startling insights about the pressures faced by those connected to Tom. Was he more committed to his faith than to his family? And could that have contributed to Katie's eventual decision to leave? Speculation about the nature of her departure, particularly focusing on the dramatic events leading to their divorce, often points back to the church's grasp. Friends of Katie have recounted how she felt a growing unease with her then-husband's connection to Scientology, leading to concerns for Suri's upbringing. Suri, born into this complex web, has been largely shielded from the harsh reality of her father's famous faith. Reports surfaced that Tom's relationships, including the one with his daughter, were sometimes dictated by the church's rigid standard, creating an atmosphere where familial affection became secondary to religious obligation. And while Tom pursued box office success, it seems his relationship with Suri was left hanging in the balance. But perhaps the most shocking revelation came from former church members who painted a troubling picture of how this sacred institution interacts with the families of its members. They claimed that the church would encourage members to make choices that served its interests rather than those of individuals. In Suri's case, could this mean she was a pawn in a much larger game, sacrificing genuine family moments for the sake of loyalty to the church's ideology? With Katie ultimately deciding to break away, did she take Suri on a path towards freedom? What does it mean for a child to grow up in the shadow of such beliefs and constant scrutiny? As we delve deeper into the travails of being entwined in Scientology, it's vital to wonder, will Suri ever find a way to forge a relationship with her father, or has the church's influence forever altered the course of their connection? Keep watching as we reveal the implications of this powerful belief system on family life, relationships, and the struggle to break free from its grasp. In a bold move that shook the Hollywood foundation, Katie Holmes orchestrated a meticulous escape plan that would change both her life and Suri's forever. Following a whirlwind romance with Tom Cruise that placed her in the center of the celebrity scene, the reality of their marriage grew overwhelming. Katie became increasingly aware that Suri was becoming a pawn in a complex game dictated by the rigid rules of Scientology. With mounting pressure surrounding their beliefs and lifestyle, she devised a strategy to reclaim her freedom. Reports indicate that Katie meticulously plotted her exit, knowing that choosing to walk away from Tom meant severing ties from the world they'd created together. She knew that if she wanted to avoid influence from the church and allow Suri to grow up outside its confines, she had to act swiftly. But what exactly did this escape plan entail? Late-night discussions with trusted friends were a crucial part of her preparations. They strategized escape routes and ways to shield Suri from the press and the followers of Scientology. In a move indicative of someone desperate to protect their child, Katie even arranged critical meetings with 9 lawyers before finally deciding on the right path. This wasn't merely about securing her independence. It was about establishing a future for Suri that was free from scrutiny and manipulation. As rumors swirled about their life behind closed doors, Katie's efforts culminated in her filing for divorce in June 2012, landing in an impressive and unavoidable media storm that drew immediate attention. It was a spectacle none had expected, but it also marked the beginning of a new chapter for both mother and daughter. Transitioning from the high-speed life in Hollywood to a quieter existence in New York City was not just a major shift, it was a statement. This escape set the tone for the rest of Suri's upbringing, away from cameras and red carpets. But did Katie manage to protect her daughter completely from Tom's world, or would the shadows of their past continue to linger in the background? Stay tuned as we dive deeper into the changes within Suri's life after this pivotal move. Following the highly publicized split between Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise, Suri embarked on a life filled with the promise of normalcy, far removed from the chaotic world of Hollywood. While Suri grew up under the constant scrutiny of the media, Katie was determined to raise her daughter in a way that fostered stability and independence. The duo, often spotted in the streets of New York City, became a symbol of resilience and the pursuit of a more grounded life. As she approached her teenage years, Suri began to carve out her own identity, finding solace in art, fashion, and friendships. But despite her enduring privacy, whispers about her ambitions began to circulate. Did she inherit her mother's talent or her father's Hollywood flair? Speculation mounted as Suri was seen attending various events, showcasing a keen eye for style and a budding sense of creativity. The media attention that once surrounded Suri as a young child transformed into admiration for the young woman she was becoming. It was an evolution that seemed to surprise many, considering her origins amidst the celebrity glitz and glamour. But what truly caught everyone off guard was her budding confidence and the intriguing choices she started to make, choices that hinted at a potential future in the arts or even activism. At the same time, the question of her relationship with Tom lingered in the background. While he remained an enigmatic figure in her life, many wondered whether Suri would seek to reconnect with him in the future. Would she strive for a relationship or choose to remain on her own path? With each passing year, the world watched as Suri forged her identity, revealing bits of herself while keeping her personal life shrouded in mystery. And as she continues to grow, the question looms: how will Suri ultimately define her future? Will she choose the bright lights of Hollywood or embrace a different tradition altogether? One thing is for sure, Suri's story is far from over. The next chapters promise to be just as compelling, urging us all to stay tuned and witness her remarkable journey unfold. As we dissect the intricate web of Tom Cruise and Suri's relationship, it becomes evident that fame often casts long shadows, obscuring the genuine connections that matter most. The silence that enveloped their relationship speaks volumes. It raises profound questions about the cost of success and the toll it can take on family ties. Suri's journey, from the daughter of a megastar to an emerging individual, suggests a desire for autonomy in a world filled with outside expectations. Ultimately, their story serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder that, in the pursuit of greatness, one must not overlook the importance of nurturing personal relationships. As we close the curtain on this chapter, one can't help but wonder what lies ahead for Tom and Suri. Will they find a way to bridge the gap that years of silence have created? Or will they remain two stars in orbit, forever separated by the gravity of fame? The answer to that question leaves us pondering, emphasizing that the human connection reigns supreme, even in the bright lights of Hollywood.